Right, you lot, so bit of a different video this week. I was very bored at home, and if you're wondering why I'm in my own car and I'm not abroad, I'm about to explain the situation. So I have just booked a flight to Skiathos in Greece, and that flight is at 7 AM tomorrow morning. At the moment it is about 8:30. I don't know how I'm getting to the airport. I know there's a train from my local train station at like 11:15, which gets me to Manchester Airport for about 1 AM. So I'll be waiting in the airport for about 4 or 5 hours, something stupid like that. And then I have no clue where I am going after Skiathos. I've booked a one-way flight. I've got no idea how I'm getting back to the UK after that. This is like the stupidest thing I think I will ever do in my life, but you live once. And then where we go after Skiathos, I have got no clue. So stick around for this entire video because it might be the last ever video you see on this channel. Hey, situation update. I am currently walking to the train station. I am absolutely knackered. I am going to be so tired for however long I'm going to be away because genuinely I have no clue when I'm coming back to the UK. I have got work on Friday and it is Monday today, so hopefully we're back by Friday, otherwise I might not have a job anymore. Alright, so we have arrived in Skiathos, I think that's how you call it. It is absolutely boiling here. First impressions, very nice. I've not got a clue what I'm going to be doing here. What I do know is I've already got 24 hours here, so I've got to make the most of it. But before I do that, I need to find my hotel so I can get changed into something a bit more suitable for what is now 29-degree heat, because I've just got black jeans on at the moment and it's not very pleasant. Right, so I just checked into the hotel room and I cannot lie, I am extremely happy with this. Bearing in mind, I've paid only £29 for just one night, and as always, I'll give you a quick little room tour. Right, so we will start off with the bathroom, and we've got a lovely shower. It's really nice and modern as well. Nice mirror, there's me, nice sink obviously, everything you need for a shower. We've got a little wardrobe here with a safe in it. Is that a sleeping bag? Surely not. Why would we have a sleeping bag in a hotel? Right. Anyway, we've got whatever that is. We've even got a fridge. Is there anything in the fridge? Nope. We've got an empty fridge. Some broken sunglasses I've just dropped on the floor. We'll put them back there for a second. We've got some bunk beds. My autistic mind is going absolutely mental right now. I really wish I was younger so I could sleep on the top. Got a lamp. Nice double bed. Another set of drawers. A TV. Another mirror. And a private balcony with air conditioning. I am not complaining at all. I'm looking at the view from outside of it. Lovely. So I've been walking around the place and I've got to say it is probably one of the nicest places I think I've ever been to. It's definitely one of the hottest places I've ever been to because I am roasting at the moment, and no, I have not packed any sun cream either, so I am going to look like Jupiter by the time I get home, whenever that is, because I still haven't really planned when I'm going home. But like I said earlier in the video, I do have work on Friday, so hopefully I am home by Friday. But yeah, this place is so nice. Right, so it's actually the next day now. Yesterday, all I really ended up doing was spending the day by probably one of the best beaches I've ever been to. It was so nice. It's like 30 degrees, just chilled up there all day. One of the best things ever. I've got a bad sunburn from it because obviously I'm an idiot and I didn't pack any sun cream. Just checked out the hotel. I've got to say again, one of the nicest hotels I will ever stay in. It was perfect for 29 quid. and to get a room like that, I am not complaining at all. And because I was at the beach all day yesterday, I didn't really want to record at the beach because obviously people aren't, you know, wearing anything, and it wouldn't have made me feel comfortable recording that, so I didn't. And then I was like, you know what, for one day and one trip only, I'm gonna not vlog a day and just enjoy it for myself. And then I ended up exploring Skiathos at night, and that was absolutely beautiful. Genuinely, this is one of the nicest places I've ever been to, and it's boiling here, as I keep saying. But for today, I don't know what I'm doing. I've got a flight I need to catch at 2:30, because I'm leaving Skiathos, unfortunately. I don't want to, I wish I had a bit longer, but it is what it is. The plan was always to only be here for one night. So a little dilemma I had yesterday, I didn't really plan on going to that beach all day, I'll be honest. I didn't have anything planned. So I was like, you know what, I'll just chill by the beach all day. I was like, oh, I'll go for a little dip in the water. I didn't have swimming shorts on me. So I was like, oh, I'll just put my feet in so I don't get my clothes wet. I fell in the water, didn't I? So then my shorts were soaking through, sand all over my shoes, which is my own fault anyway, because I went on the beach with shoes on. The only shoes I've packed on this trip, so obviously now they're covered in sand until I get home, which will be Thursday. I do know when I'm going home now, which is a good thing. Right, so as you can see behind me, I have arrived in Rome. I'll be honest, at the start of the week I did not think I was going to be in Rome, and I didn't think I was going to be outside the Colosseum. Unfortunately, I do not have enough time to go in there because it closes at 6 and it's about 5:30. The queue to get a ticket looks to be about 2 hours. So I'll have to come back here another day. Anyway, what did I think of Skiathos? I thought Skiathos was absolutely amazing. I want to go back there alone just to stand behind the plane again when it's taken off, because I actually thought I was going to get hurt when that happened. Yeah, so like when the plane's like lining up on the runway, you're like, oh, it's not that bad, it's not pushing you about that much. But the second the plane just moves an inch, you get blown over so far away. It's actually quite scary, but at the same time really fun, and I would go back to Skiathos just to do that one more time. Right, anyway, enough about talking Skiathos whilst I'm outside one of the most famous buildings ever made. What am I here in Rome for? The same reason I was in Skiathos. Absolutely no reason at all. I've just come here randomly. I've always wanted to do a trip where I go somewhere and instead of going straight back to the UK, I go somewhere else straight away. And I already booked this trip on Monday, as I've said in this video, and it's actually mad we're doing it. And you know what? The funniest thing about it all, it is cheaper for me to fly here to Rome, stay over for the night, than it was to fly back to the UK today. So I'm like, you might as well. But yeah, the Colosseum is so cool. I would love to go in there, but unfortunately I just don't have the time. So I am going to come back here one day because that looks a lot bigger than I thought it would. That might sound a bit stupid, but when you go to a football stadium, I know it's not, I know the Colosseum wasn't a football stadium, but it's a similar kind of thing. They're always smaller than you actually think they will be. That looks huge. That looks bigger than football stadiums I've been to. So I need to go back there one day. That is like one of my missions now. Also, one of the main reasons why I didn't record too much yesterday was because of the hotel situation I have out here over in Rome. So I booked a hotel for tonight, obviously. Had a message yesterday saying that I can't stay in that hotel now because part of the roof fell on my bed. I was putting a picture over the screen. That's basically why. So I was scrambling around like 2 hours yesterday looking for another hotel to stay in because I don't want to be sleeping homeless in Rome. It doesn't really sound the best thing to do, especially when I've never been here before. So I managed to find another one, that's all good, but I shut myself at first because the only prices I was seeing for every hotel tonight on booking.com was like €200, and I don't even have €200, so I was panicking. I was like, what am I going to do? Because I booked these flights home. Like, I can't just not go to Rome now. I'm stranded in Skiathos. I wouldn't have complained, by the way, because Skiathos was really nice, but I would have got bored there after a few days. So yeah, bit of a dilemma, which is why not too much got recorded yesterday, because I was a little bit stressed. But I'll see what I can do for the rest of this video. It's probably been quite shit so far. I am very sorry about that. But I'll have a look around Rome, see what I can find, and keep you all up to date. Yeah, as much as I'm disappointed that I won't be able to go in there, I'm still really happy to be in Rome. And it is boiling here still. It's just as hot as it was in Schiaffos. And at least I get to see through like the tiny little gaps for the insides. And it's a shame my flight was like 1 hour late. If my flight was any earlier, I probably would have just made the final entry, which would have been amazing. But shit like that happens. I know for a fact one day I am going to come back here and go in there, because I feel like it's something you've got to do in your life. So I'm just walking about Rome, having an explore, and what I notice is how nice all of these buildings are. And then I walk past this one, which is the British Embassy, and of course it's just a massive ugly concrete building that just looks terrible. It says so much about British architecture compared to European. Look, that is so ugly compared to everything else. Right, so I've made it into the hotel and I'll give you a little room tour already. So here's the bedroom, nice single bed, TV, and we've got a window here with a lovely view of a blind that does not move in the slightest. We've got AC because it is boiling, and let's have a look in the bathroom. Switch that light on. And it's not too bad. Oh my, what is that in the shower? That would be a callback in even. What is that? Oh, it's just rust. Right, okay. That is not too bad. We've got a few stains on the mirror here. But other than that, it's not too bad at all. Now I'm going to go and explore Rome, see what Rome's all about. I've had a look at the Colosseum obviously already. That was really, really nice. Still gutted I couldn't go in there, but that is what it is. And hopefully the city centre is going to live up to expectations and it will be nice. But I do need to get food because I have not eaten all day and I am absolutely starving. You know what, right guys, I've been walking around Rome. It's really, really nice. But I really want to go to the Colosseum again. And I'm not going to get a chance to tomorrow. So I'm going to go again now. I feel like it's just, I didn't spend long enough there earlier. And I feel like I just need to see it one more time and take it in a bit more, because I was just filming it, I was rushing, I was vlogging it. I didn't take it in as much as I probably should have. So I'm going to go back there now, have just one more quick look at it. I really, really wish I had longer here in Rome. It is so amazing here. It's absolutely stunning. I've just been sat outside the Colosseum for about an hour, just staring at it, looking at it. That might sound a bit weird, but it's such like a historic building, and a building I've seen in photos and like TV shows and films on people's like social media feeds growing up. And I've always wanted to go and see it, and now the fact that I've actually gone and see it is quite surreal, and I'm so glad I have. And I've already made a promise to myself that one day I am going to come back here, because there's so much more I need to do here. I need to go in the Colosseum, I need to go and see like all the churches, explore all the like viewpoints, all the scenery. I've covered about 5% of this place. If I had like a little bit more money, I would extend my stay here and probably cancel my flight tomorrow and get a flight back for God knows when. Maybe after I've explored it all. I am so happy I'm here, but at the same time disappointed I don't have longer. Another thing with the Colosseum as well, it's like when you think about how they built that, is mental, because it was built so long ago without any cranes, without anything. They don't have the technology, they didn't have the technology we have today. And they're still able to build something as big as that. It's absolutely mental. It's like, we'd probably struggle to build something like that today. It's mad. The fact that it's still standing all these years later it's even more mental and extraordinary. Thing as well, after talking about what the things I've not done here and the things I'm going to miss because I don't even have 24 hours here, I completely forgot that the Vatican City is in Rome. That sounds so stupid. Obviously it's in Rome, but I completely forgot it was. And obviously I'm not going to have a chance to visit that either, so one day I've got to come back here. You know, right, every time I turn a corner or walk down the street here, there's just something really interesting to look at, something really nice or something historic. And now, just before I turn the camera on to film this part of the video, I've just seen a Ferrari in Italy. That is one thing that I wanted to see in Italy, obviously a Ferrari. Being a Lewis Hamilton fan and being an F1 fan, seeing a Ferrari in Italy is really, really fitting. And I couldn't get my camera out quick enough to record it, but oh well. See what I mean? Whenever I turn a corner or walk down the street, every single time there's just something nice to look at. Now, look, I turn to my left here. It's a nice little river. This might sound a bit obvious to anyone who lives near Chester, like I do. This place really reminds me of Chester, which is obvious because Chester was built by the Romans. It's like Chester, but on steroids. It's just so cool. This river is like the River Dee if it was Queen. Guys, I'm fuming. Look at this shop I just found. Got Charles Leclerc's helmet, Carlos Sainz, Lando Norris, George Russell, Schumacher's older helmets, one of Alonso's. It's all F1 themed. You've got a small scale replica of Verstappen's car. Inside got like loads of F1 t-shirts, even a MotoGP bike. Now I am definitely coming back to Rome one day because I need to go to that shop. I am fuming that shop is shut. That is probably like my favourite shop in the world and I've never even been in there. Morning everyone, just checked out the hotel. Really nice hotel for the price I paid and for how last minute it was. Not complaining. It is my last day in Rome. I say last day, I'm going straight to the airport right now because my flight is at 1. I just want to say this city is absolutely gorgeous. It's definitely up there with one of the best cities I've ever been to in my life, and I'm very happy I visited here. I just wish I had longer. So I am probably going to come back here later this year if I can, if not definitely next year, because it's so good. Obviously last night, as you guys saw, I ended up going back to the Colosseum, which was absolutely incredible. And then I was like, you know what, I'm going to try and walk it back to my hotel. And usually I'm quite confident with my sense of direction, so I didn't use like Google Maps or anything. And you know what, I'm happy I didn't, because I did find my hotel in the end. It took about 2 hours to walk it back. But I ended up just going past like all the landmarks on that walk, and it's just really cool. Every time I turned a corner, I'd see a landmark, and it was just so nice exploring Rome. Yeah, like I've had a really good time here. I really wish I had longer in Rome. I keep saying it. I wish I had a bit longer in Schiaffos as well, because I wanted to go around the islands on the boats and all that. But you know what? I'm happy I've got to go and see both these places, and it's been a really good last minute trip. But I already booked the day before I went. So I'm very happy I've been here. Like again, I'll say, I just wish I had longer. Anyway, that leads me to the end of this video. And if you've actually got to this point in the video, thank you, because I don't know what this video's been. It's been really random. I've not had anything planned. I've not really known what to film or what to vlog. So hopefully it comes together nicely. I'm not really confident. So thank you so much for watching. Make sure you leave a comment, like and subscribe. And I'll see you all in the next one.